going on? Welcome back to Sauce the Cooking Show. You know we got the apparel on. Welcome back to Sauce, man. We back with another week with some good vegan eats. We got some good vegan eats on the way. So, what we making today, Chef Kate?
Oh, well, Mr. Bailey. We are going for a sauce diner experience, but at home. So we're gonna make a vegan Philly cheesesteak and have a Oreo milkshake from homemade ice cream the sauce way.
Man, going crazy. So we're gonna bring y'all some good vibes, some good eats. We need y'all to subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm gonna drop that thing right now. I'm gonna see if I can drop it right now. If not, don't laugh at us. Please subscribe and like this video. We gotta like this video. We gotta get more people. The algorithm, we gonna get it up. We gotta get it in there. And as always, I gotta give a shout out to Rise of the Real podcast. Man, make sure y'all tapping in. We getting more and more listeners. Folks asking to come on. So hey now.
Inserts flames here.
Hey now, say now. Hey, so go ahead and get on Rise of the Real. And last but not least, Black business shout out. We still doing our black business.
I want to be in white.
Gonna be what?
Philippines.
So man, you need more black owned products. You see we got True right here. True, I've been using it. I done had that for at least 2 months now. That's what, 50 loads?
Yeah, you know it's halfway done right now.
Yeah, so you make sure you got that 1/4 cup. Hey man, we shopping all black on. We want to keep pushing black on. I'm gonna have my black on toothbrush. One day Sauce gonna have black on, you know what I'm saying, appliances. You gonna have Sauce on it. So hey, we speaking into existence. Let's go ahead. We talking too much. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Everything you need for our cheesesteak. We got some pre-sliced portobello mushrooms to kind of give it that authentic steak look. No fake meats here in the Sauce kitchen. We have hoagie roll fresh from the Publix bakery, and we're gonna be using our favorite tried and true Violife cheese. I have 3 different flavors: cheddar, Colby Jack, and provolone. That will also help us make our cheese whiz sauce, which I will season with garlic powder and a little bit of Cajun seasoning. Our mushrooms are gonna marinate in some liquid smoke and coconut aminos to give it, again, kind of like that meat flavor from that smokiness, and a little bit of some hickory barbecue sauce too to just add a little spin to the classic. And of course we gotta add in, you can't have a cheesesteak without some peppers and some caramelized onions. For our milkshake, I pre-made the ice cream already, but I used our heavy cream, and you guys can see that in the other episodes, some sweetened condensed coconut milk, vanilla extract, and when we make the milkshake, we're gonna blend it up with some regular vanilla almond milk, top it off with almond whipped cream, which tastes like regular whipped cream, and of course, gotta have the cherry, just like the real diner experience. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is prep your mushrooms. So of course you should always rinse off mushrooms or any produce really.
You know there's a strainer for that.
Well, less dishes. And then I personally like to marinate, depending on what it is, if I can, in like a Ziploc bag instead of a bowl sometimes, because when you do it in a bowl, especially if you're dealing with liquid marination, it kind of just goes straight to the bottom. But in the bag, I can lay it flat and make sure it is completely covered. So I don't know the measurements, just watch, okay? I'm gonna just put what feels like enough in my soul of liquid smoke first, and then some coconut aminos. If you don't know, coconut aminos is basically kind of like a soy-free soy sauce. So it is salty, it's pretty salty. So you don't really need any other type of salty seasoning for this. And again, I just want to make sure everything is evenly coated. Kind of move it around and make sure all that liquid, so I can lay it flat in the fridge so that the mushrooms are actually soaking in that flavor. Mr. Bailey, what you doing?
So over here we getting the onions prep. You don't have to worry about the peppers, obviously. If you want fresh peppers, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? This is our recipe. You know what I'm saying? Do what your soul feel right. But we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna show you. We're gonna cut these very, very thin. All right. You see, I got a couple of them already done. Oops, I cut that too thin. So we're gonna cut them as thin as we possibly can, and then we're gonna pull and separate them apart. So that's the type of onion vibe we want going in our cheese steak. So again, cut it thin, however you want it, and then just pull them apart. So after this, I think we got the cheese sauce going. We got the cheese sauce going after this. So after this, we got the cheese sauce going. We'll see y'all in a minute. Go ahead and keep it.
Alright, y'all, our cheese whiz for our Philly is underway. Get a look at this. If you want to start to finish of how I specifically made this, you can go to the video that we're gonna drop a clip of and put it in the description box. But for this particular one, I made it a little bit thicker, so I used a little bit more heavy cream because Cheese Whiz is usually thick and not as runny. And I'm just gonna season this with a little bit of garlic powder and some Cajun seasoning.
Need that garlic shop?
Yes, sir. What you got?
What I got going over here, so I didn't use a whole tablespoon, you know what I'm saying? Even though we're gonna use this to butter up the pan or whatnot, I don't like using too much butter or too much anything. So this is probably about a half a tablespoon. So I got a half a tablespoon, I got that thing going. We're gonna get the onions in here, we're gonna caramelize them a bit before we start sauteing up our stuff for the cheesesteak. Our fillings for the cheesesteak, I was gonna say. So I'm gonna go ahead and get them in there. Again, we're gonna let them brown a little bit, caramelize before we get those mushrooms going in there. What you laughing at, Sean?
I like it.
So I think we good to go. What we doing next after we come back from the break?
After that, we will saute our mushrooms, and I'm gonna get ready to butter the bread as well, because soon they will be going in the oven.
Alright, so I already put the mushrooms in so they caramelize. I'm sorry, wish I got to see that, but they caramelized, so we went ahead and put the mushrooms in. I didn't put all of the juice in, just enough to get that going. I also added some garlic pepper and garlic powder, excuse me, and some black pepper. So we're gonna let them saute up some more. So that's our filling for the Philly cheese.
Alright, and so we're getting this bread ready, and what I did was just split the whole wheat bread down the middle. I spread some butter on the inside of it, and then I'm just taking some of this provolone from the Follow Your Heart brand, some slices, and I'm gonna actually stuff it on the inside of the bread so that when it goes in the oven, this is gonna have cheese on the inside, even though we're gonna add the whiz over top when we finish. Alright, so I'm gonna add a little bit of this hickory, just not too much, just a little bit, to give it more of a saucy flavor. Now this is not traditional Philly, but this is our sauce Philly, so we gotta make it our own. So it's gonna help kind of thicken up this rest of this liquid that's in here, and give it that, again, add to that smoked barbecue flavor. And basically everything that we marinated it in, and even the barbecue sauce, is pretty much also just helping giving the mushrooms that color of, right, if it was steak. Alright, and soon what we're gonna do now is just add the filling into the bread and then put them in the oven together so that cheese can melt for a few minutes on 350. Has anyone ever asked why 350 is the basic oven setting? I was thinking about that last night. Anyways, time to eat. Alright, so I already went ahead and stuffed the first hoagie, and now just to show y'all what I did, make sure you get a generous amount of these marinated mushrooms, and I gotta get these onions in here. Load it up. And I'm gonna stuff it in. And Mr. Bailey is prepping that milkshake for us. So these are gonna go in the oven right now as they are. Once they come out is when we will add the cheese whiz and the banana peppers.
So for the milkshake, we had to make cookies and cream ice cream. All right, so our ice cream episode we got about last season 1. So you got to make sure you go check out the ice cream episode. The only thing different you're gonna do is add in the Oreos. All right. So for the milkshake, we already prepped the ice cream. It's already good and frozen. I got maybe about a cup. Probably gonna use about 2 cups of ice cream and 1 cup of milk, and we're just gonna see how the consistency is of the milkshake. All right, so again, I'm gonna put about another cup of ice cream. Ice cream going crazy too, I ain't gonna lie. Cup of ice cream. And then 1 cup of milk, and we're gonna blend it up. When we get back, we'll blend it up. So again, we're gonna do 1 more cup of milk. Again, we got the vanilla almond milk. All right.
Alright, y'all. So we got this, our Oreo milkshake with our homemade ice cream. I just added the whipped cream, and I just want to put a little bit of like the Oreo dust from when I smashed them to add them into the ice cream batter. And last of all, add our cherry. I was kind of sad because I don't know why I couldn't find the ones that had the stem on them at Publix, but you know. Ding. All right. Yeah, the cheese on the inside is melted, the bread is toasted. And now I'm just gonna add some cheese whiz. And there you have it. I'm eating Philly cheesesteak with an Oreo. I was about to say Oreo mushroom.